Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third season of the college basketball Coach Carousel Dynasty. We are here with your Cincinnati Bearcats in our first season with the program here in Baton Rouge, getting ready for the preseason NIT tournament. As you can see in front of you boys, this is a whole brand new game. We got a different team, different timeline. Let's take a look and meet the players. All right, so starting at center, we got Steve Toiloy, Yancey Gates at the power forward, Lance Stevenson at the 3, Larry Davis at the 2, Devontae Graham at the 1. And then take a look at our bench here. We have some solid players, and I feel like this team could be really, really good here in season number 1. I feel like we should make a run in the tournament. And two big names we have redshirted coming to the season, Alex Epstein and Cashmere Wright. Now, the game may have changed, but the mission remains the same. We are trying to do as well as possible here in Cincinnati. Not sure how long we're going to be here at the program, but we do plan on getting, in the tournament and being a perennial power in college basketball. And, eventually we hope to get a better look from a bigger college. We finally get on the board here, but this Austin Peay team is not going to lay down and die. The gameplay in this game is a lot different than College Hoops 2K8. Some for the good, some for the not so good, but we're going to take advantage of it. Devontae Graham is our go-to guy right now, and we hit Yates in transition there. We had the bigs running the break, and now here you go. Larry Davis finding Devontae Graham, breaking down his defender, getting to the basket, left hand lay. That puts us up 8-4. Still Devontae Graham dancing. He hits Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson is calling for the screen. The freshman gets to the rack, hop steps through that lane, right-hand lay, his first 2 points of his college career. Now here we are, 12-12 ball game. Like we said, Austin Peay is not laying down and dying. We're going to hit Larry Davis in the corner, and he's going to knock down a big-time 3. Here we are up 15-14. Austin Peay comes right back and gets a jumper of their own. Try to go inside. That ball stolen. We throw it away. We get it back. Devontae Vaughn tries to hit Lance Stevenson in the corner. That one's batted away. Austin Peay is out running the break. We're trying to get back on defense. He drops a dime to the cutting man, and he's going to get a reverse layup to go. We are down 5 here. We need to find some ways to hit shots. Lance Stevenson misses the 3, but Steve Toiloy's on the board. That one's blocked out of bounds. We're really struggling to get the ball in the hoop. We find Devontae Vaughn off of the inbounds, and finally, we get more points to go. It's a lot of up and down with this team, and we are really struggling with this mid-major program as Lance Stevenson gets to the Baja, but this team on paper is better than most teams, but we're still getting used to our play style. We're still getting used to how we got to coach these young men, and, hopefully this can translate to some type of wins. But here we are in transition. Bishop catches the pass from Vaughn. He lays that in. That puts us down just 4. Same score, 27-23. Devontae Vaughn working, kicking it, almost throws that pass away. Larry Davis picks it up, finds Vaughn way downtown, and that one is going to go nothing but net. We are down just 1. We needed that. Great defense there. Larry Davis using the sideline as an extra defender. Lance Stevenson running the break. He's going to go to coast, left-hand lay. We finally are down just 1, and that's going to take us into the locker room here, boys. This game has been up and down. We're down 3. We should be down by a lot more. How do we come out? How do we get better in the second half? We're shooting just 3% less than them. We're getting beat on the rebounds. We do have less turnovers, but we're giving up too many second chance points. Take a look at the keys to success here in this game. We're trying to do our best. You see me here on the sidelines with the boys, telling them what we need to do. Down 3, starting up the second half. They let Devontae Vaughn walk straight into this 3. We knock it down. Well, here we are down 4 later in the second half. We are trying our damnedest to get back into this ball game. Vaughn to Davis, Davis back to Vaughn. Vaughn knocks down that big-time 3. Here we are down 3. Vaughn in the corner once again. That one's off. Yancey Gates on the boards. He's going to clean that up. We are down 1 here in the second half. Still down 1. Finally get a stop on defense. Gates on the board. He kicks out to Vaughn. Vaughn running in transition. He's going to go coast to coast, left-hand lay down the middle, and we have our first lead in what seems like forever. But back down 2, 44-42. Here comes the press. We're trying to beat it. We do a very good job of that. Get the ball back to our playmaker, to our best player. Put the ball in your best player's hands and let them go to work. Vaughn dancing on the outside. He skips through the lane. He gets the right-hand lay. We got ourselves a tie ball game. Same score, 44 all. Can we finally get a defensive stop? Vaughn contests that shot. It does not matter. Austin Peay is shooting the pill extremely well, but we're going to continue in the same next possession. Vaughn dribbling, surveying, trying to beat this 2-3 zone. Finds Larry Davis, who's been struggling this game in the corner. He knocks down that tray ball. We are up one. Devontae Vaughn at this point is trying to take over this ball game. He gets to the rack, and finally we get a foul call on some of the contact we've been getting throughout the whole entire game. You see Vaughn, 26 points in this game, make that 27. He's putting his team on his back and trying to take us to victory. Dancing on the outside, snatch back, trying to work against his man. Now, we are a little late in the shot clock. We do like to play a little bit fast, but we're going to back this out because we want to get the best shot possible, and we don't want to get a ball to anybody else because we're the hot man. We call from a screen. Larry Davis comes and gives us a screen. We step into a very tough shot over a defender. We get it to go, and we are up 4. Now, Austin Peay goes down 2 as they get a bucket. Now 52-50. Still Vaughn working, surveying, trying to get right. It looks like they're going more of a box and 1. They leave Larry Davis wide open. He knocks down a big-time tray ball. That puts us up 5. On the other end, we get a stop. We're on the boards. Toylo is going to find Vaughn. We're going to try to slow this down a little bit. We got a lot of clock on our side with this lead, but Vaughn is feeling it. He wants to score. They're disrespecting, double teaming, pass to Bishop. Bishop out to Davis. Get hot, kid. Knock it down. That puts us up 8, and here we are up 6 with just 2 minutes left. Lance Stevenson going to skip through that lane. Nice little lay with the right hand. That's going to put us up 8, and here we are still up 8. Under 2 minutes. Vaughn looking for the dagger. He goes to the basket with the tough left-hand layup, and we are eventually going to win this game 65-57. In the end, we were too much for Austin Peay as we celebrate this win, and we are moving on to the second round of the NIT tip-off. Austin Peay fought hard. Take a look at the final stats here, man. Anthony Campbell gave us work with 19 points. 16 for West Channels, but we were a little too much. 34 points for Devontae Vaughn, 14 of 22 shooting. Larry Davis shot like crap, but his threes did help. Lance Stevenson had a modest game. We definitely want to see a little bit more out of the young fella, but all in all, I feel like this was a great start to the season. In our second round matchup, we took on St. Mary's. We got a big-time dub. Their big man killed us. He gave us 34, but Lance Stevenson had his coming out party going for 30. Devontae Vaughn had a 24-point double-double. I like the way things are clicking for the boys right now. But we advance to the semifinal round, the Final Four here in Madison Square Garden. Take a look at the Star Watch. Lance Stevenson taking on Ryan Pearson. Premier matchup. This game is going to be a good one. George Mason is one of those mid-major programs that always give the high-level D1 programs a run for their money. So we have to be smart here, and we have to be ready for an all-out war. Opening tip here, man. We like to get right into it. If you're going to let us do it, we're going to do it. Devontae Vaughn walks into a 3. He gets it to go. Now 3-2. George Mason went and scored. We kick it out to Larry Davis. Larry Davis, can he have a better game this game? He does, knocking that down. 6-3. But long for George Mason is going to be a pain in our ass as he answers back with a 3 of his own. Devontae Vaughn getting through the lane, spin, right-hand lay. Give me that. They can't guard me. Now 8-5, driving in transition. Larry Davis trying to get right. He gets to the Baja. Over 2 defenders with the left hand. Let's go. 10-5. But like we said, George Mason is here to stay. Long gets the pass inside. He finishes over our big man. That's one of our major problems with this program right now. Our bigs are a little too soft on the inside. Lance Stevenson with a beautiful extra pass. Larry Davis gets hot, knocking down another 3 in the corner. 13-7 is your score here. What a move down low by that man. Mama, there go that man. We got to find a way to get a stop. Lance Stevenson calling for the screen and roll off of the corner. He drops it off the gates. That one touches every part of the rim, but he does get it to go. We're going to go right back to the pick and roll. Fake shot, dump it off the Toylo, and Toylo is going to get that to go. 19-14, Vaughn, you're going to learn he's one of the better defenders on this team and in the NCAA. Coast to coast after that steal. That puts us up 7. He's got 7 points on 3 for 4 shooting. Now here's a press from George Mason, and we're doing something you're not supposed to do. You're never supposed to try to break a press with your dribble. We eventually kick it up. We drop it off to Lance Stevenson. He gets 2 points, and we extend this lead. Great defense down low. Lance Stevenson on the board. The point guard is on the ground. We got numbers. We're pushing with Vaughn. Vaughn is going to try to get all the way to the basket. And he finishes tough over a tower. He is hot in this game. We are up 8. But there goes that man Long. He picks it out. They're going to go right back to him. Lance Stevenson refuses to step out, and he knocks down the tray ball. Long has 10 points on us already here in this first half. 4 for 9 shooting. Keep an eye on that man. He's been giving us fits all game. And our inside presence continues to be weak. We miss a shot. They get their own read. They get the second chance points. That seems to be the MO for our defense, and we got to try to find a way to clean that up, or else we're going to struggle this whole entire season. But they're going to struggle as long as they let Devontae Vaughn walk into 3s. Every time they do, we're going to do it. Dixon checks in. He skips through the lane. Right-hand lay as time is running out here in this first half. 20-something seconds left. We try to step out on Long. Long gets to the rack. We have no answers for that man. Now we're trying to get a great shot here before we go into the half. Dixon breaking down his man. He's going to kick it to the corner. Larry Davis, hand down, man down. He cannot get it to go. Going into the locker room, up 4. I do like the way the boys are playing today. If we can keep this up, we should be able to win this game and move on to the championship round. Take a look at the stats here. We're shooting 57%, but they're shooting 52%. They're shooting a little bit better than us from 3. We have more assists. We have more fast break points, but we're still getting killed on those rebounds. See if we can clean things up here in the second half. In the second half, we're up just 2 points here. Vaughn dancing on the outside. One of my favorite sights. Spin, get into the rack. No call from the ref. We're going to see that a lot in this season, man. The refs do not call things our way, but they love calling it the other way. No call there, though, and that's a tough finish through contact, jumping straight into my big man's chest. Now here off the inbounds, we play great defense. We got a steal. We're running in transition. Larry Davis leading the charge, trying to get to the rack. He's able to finish. He puts us up to 36-34. Same score. Vaughn getting beat to the basket, and who's late to the party? Yancey Gates doesn't come over to play defense. We give up an easy 2 points. 38-36, down 2. Vaughn dancing, trying to get past his man, kicks it out to Davis. Davis finds Toyloy over to Lance Stevenson. He goes down low to Gates, and Gates is going to get a tough big boy finish over 2 defenders. We got ourselves a tie ball game. 38-38. Davis trying to guard long on the outside. It's been a tough task. Why do we keep leaning off of this man so much? I don't know. He's making us pay. They go up 3. Alley-oop comes down with it. Gates gets exposed again. You see in the simulation, Gates gave up 34 points to a big man. He's extremely incapable down there sometimes, but Larry Davis is very capable of knocking down that tray. 45-44. We get a stop on a bad fadeaway shot. We like to run a transition. We don't want to play in a half-court game. Vaughn getting to the rack. Where's my foul ref? They're on my back. 46-45 is your score. This game is back and forth. Tough lay by the point guard there. These 2 point guards are going at it, boys. You love to see it. Classic point guard play in the garden. He's late getting back on defense. We knocked down a 3 in transition. You better step up, hand down, man down. We go and knock it down every time. Now here's another one of those instances where we get no call with just 30-something seconds left here in the second half. Trying to go up 2 points here. We need to stop. We want to get one more shot, but we also don't want to lose on the dagger, so we got to lock in, and we got to pay attention, and we got to be able to play defense. They get a wide open look, but he smokes it. Luckily, 10 seconds left. Nobody else should be taking a shot besides Devontae Vaughn, right? But I think if Devontae Vaughn trusts his teammates just a little bit too much, they're leaving Larry Davis wide open, hand down, man down. He sells it once again. That's going to take us to extra basketball. Free basketball here going into the overtime. As long as we play our game, we should be able to win this one open and tip, and we're going to try to get right to it. Give Larry Davis a chance to redeem himself. He's going to knock down that shot. I feel like they spotted that a little bit wrong. That should have been a 3, but it counted as just 2. Now picking up later here in the overtime period. We're just trying to stay stout on defense. Both teams are extremely struggling to score. Why is Davis down low on a big man? I don't know. He takes advantage. They tie this ball game up 51-51. Now they go, and we are beat to the basket. No inside presence whatsoever. I mean, it's bad at her. Vaughn trying to save us, doing a little bit too much with the ball. They get the steal. We're in transition. Can we get a stop? We do just that. We're going to save it. Now we're running. Lance Stevenson leading the break. He's a New Yorker back home in the garden, and he is going to fumble the bag. He made a poor decision throwing that one away, but we did end up getting a stop. Davis with a great block here. Under 2 minutes, 1:27 left. Vaughn trying to get to the basket, but guess what? No call from the ref. This man smacked me in my face, took my lunch money, and the ref still refuses to call it. And here is the dagger. Long catches the ball. He skips through the lane with a nice 0, gets that layup to go, and we are down 4. Very doable. Vaughn trying to play hero ball. That's a horrible shot. They don't get it to go. Still the same score. We play great defense. Larry Davis, under 50 seconds now here. We're going to see if Vaughn can hit this shot and transition. It's a good look, and it's going to rim in and out, and at the end of the day, that's going to do it. Cam Long gave us 25 points. Vaughn gave us 17, but it took him 26 shots to do it, and we are going to be playing for the 3rd place game instead of the championship. George Mason gets what I consider a big time upset. This lets me know we need to go back to the drawing board. Nobody that we're going to play, especially these mid-majors programs, are going to give a damn about the names on the back of our jerseys. They're going to come out here and they said they don't care about what's going on paper. We're going to have to come out here and prove it, and today we fell just a bit short.